Hi, this is Sister G, and today I'm going to show you a little bit about um, making labels and kind of making them fancy. So first of all, you want to go to the Mailings tab. When you get there, you're going to click on Labels. Now you'll see that it picked up what I had already typed. It's also picked up this little picture that I put on here. So when you're going to do one sheet of all the same thing, it's wise to set it up on a blank piece of paper before you start your project. So all I did was insert a picture here, tell it to wrap text so it was square, so this would go up against it like that, and that sets it up for my label. When you get into the labels, you have several options. You can do a full page of the same label, which is what you're going to do for your address labels, or you can do a single label. If you do a single label, then you can select what row and what column the label is that you want to print on. We're going to do a full page of the same label for this assignment. Now also you have an options button. When you click on the options button, be sure you have Avery US letters selected, and then you'll be able to get the label that you're supposed to use for this document, which is 5960. If you do not have 5960, pick another label that's for addresses and tell me in the submission box when you submit your assignment that you had to pick something else. I'm just going to click OK. There are other things you can do on there. You can do an odd size label or fiddle around with it if you want to, but that's all things that you can do on your own and play with. Now, if you click print, it just sends it to the printer. So I'm going to click New Document. When you click New Document, you actually get a label document set up just the way I had it on the page before. So as much as you can do before you create your label, the easier the project will be. Now, if you don't do that, I'm going to close this. And also notice that you can see these dotted lines. Do you remember last week when we talked about tables? The labels are just a table. That's all they are. So you can tell this is a cell in a table because of these dotted lines. And remember, the dotted lines don't print. Okay, I'm going to close it and not save it. And now I'm going to take everything out here, and I'm going to just show you what happens when you don't have anything on your paper. So you just get labels and it's blank. So you could type in there and not have anything fancy. I could just type, tell it I want a new document, and then I get a non-fancy label. Now the assignment says for you to be creative. So do something more than just put in words, changing the font. But remember, these are just, let's see, I think I can close that. Don't say that. There, I've got my blank page. Remember, those are just a table. So the text in it can be changed. You can change the font. You can change the color. You can change the size of the font, anything you want to do. One of the things I like to do is choose my label size and then just click on New Document. So there's nothing in the labels. Then if I've already used a sheet, instead of having to figure out what row and what column, I can just say, oh, I've used all of these. I'm going to go down to this one, and this is the one I want to put my label in. So if you're just making one label, you can just go into that label and type whatever you want in that label. So it could be like a label for a file or something like that, and you just wanted to have one. Or you just had one person to send something to, and you just needed one address label. You can do it like this and use the same sheet over and over and over. Okay, that's it. Labels are pretty fun as long as you just don't get all panicky. And remember, if you can't see these dotted lines, go to the Table Tools on the Layout tab and click on View Grid Lines. If I click on it now, they go away. Then I'm going to click on it again, and there they are. It's a toggle switch. Have fun!